I've been uploading YouTube videos for over 5 years, and every time I do it, I still feel like I'm missing something. Like I'll forget to add it to a playlist, add in my tags, or customize my end screen. And all of these steps are super important to ensure we're optimizing our video and helping it get discovered by the right people. So I decided to create a full checklist of every item you need to complete before and after your video goes live. I use it every time I upload a new video, and so do my clients. You can grab it entirely for free in the description box below. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through what each item is and why it's so important. Give this video a like if you're excited, and let's get into it. This is what the checklist looks like. It's a Google Doc, so you'll just need to make a copy and save it in your Google Drive. And then you can customize this checklist as much as you want to, but I'm gonna go through each item on this list in order. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna rename your video file to the title of your video. I always say try to include as many keywords as possible where you can, and that starts with your video file. So I'm just gonna show you an example here. This is the video that I'm gonna be uploading. So I'm just going to change the name to How to Sell Digital Products with YouTube, because that's the title of this video. Okay, so we can check that off. Next, add keywords to the video file properties. So if you're on a Mac, you can right click on your video, select Get Info, and then I'm just gonna bring it over here so you can see. You can copy and paste the tags that you've collected for your video right into here. So I typically gather all of my tags inside Notion. So here it is. I would just copy and paste all of these tags that I've already researched and then bring it into here. And then if I scroll down under comments, I typically add in 2 to 3 sentences describing what this video is and including keywords within those sentences, again, to optimize it as much as possible. So I've got my description right over here, which again, I've gathered in Notion. I copied and pasted that into the comments section of the video. So we've done that. We can check that off. Next, we're going to upload the video by clicking on Create on the top right corner. So now this is just walking you through actually uploading your video and then taking care of everything from there. So let's go to Create, Upload Video. And you can drag in your file here or just upload it. So I'm going to go to Select Files, and here is the video. So let's go ahead and upload it. So we've done that. Now, as the video is processing, I tend to just continue on with the checklist. So you're going to add your final title, description, and tags in the details. So the title is already done. It basically just takes the file name. So I'm happy with the title. This is actually a default description that I've already set in my settings, which you can upload a default description that will upload every single time. And then you can just customize it every time you upload your video. If you don't have a default description, that's fine. Just write it out now. So typically I like to start with a call to action to download one of my lead magnets. So in this case, I have 1 or 2, and I can customize it by deleting one of these or changing it up. And then I have a placeholder for a description goes here. That's basically the description that I have already inside Notion. So I'm going to copy and paste that into here. Then I have a section for watch next. So I'll include a few videos that are relevant to this one that my viewers might want to watch next. And then again, I'll typically customize these for every video. Free resources, I have a list of lead magnets that I think that my viewers would find really valuable, and then an affiliate disclaimer, etc. Then if I scroll down and select show more, it will bring me to the tag section. Now again, these are, this is a default set of tags that I've already uploaded into my settings. And so I typically will just update it every single time I have a new video. Sometimes I'll leave them if they're hyper relevant to the video that I'm uploading. So those are the tags. So I'm going to check that off. Next, we're going to upload the thumbnail. So let's scroll back up and find that section. Here it is, thumbnail. So upload file. And then I have my thumbnail here. So we can check that off. Specify if it's made for kids or not. So this is something I already have in my default settings as well, and that's why it's already checked off. But if you don't have it, you just need to specify whether it's made for kids or not. Mine is not, so that's why that's checked off. If the video includes a paid promotion, select the checkbox. So if your video is sponsored, you do need to check this off. In this case, my video is not sponsored, so I'm just going to uncheck that. Specify if there is altered content or not. So there's a section for that right here. Mine is not altered, so we're going to go no. Uncheck automatic chapters, automatic places, and automatic concepts. Now, you don't have to do this. This is optional. I personally like to uncheck these because I like to control like where my chapters are and if I even want chapters. So it's right over here, automatic chapters, featured places, and automatic concepts. So let's go ahead and move on. Select monetization on. So we're basically done with this segment. I'm going to click on next. And then if your channel is monetized, or if you're part of the YouTube Partner Program, you can select ads on or off. So in this case, I'm going to select on and we'll go to next. And then if you do select monetization on, ad suitability will pop up here. So you just need to make sure that your video doesn't contain any of the following. And if it doesn't, we can go to none of the above, submit rating, and then we'll click on next. So let's go back into the checklist to make sure we're on track. Select monetization on, if applicable, and then check none of the above, if applicable. Next is to add in your end screen and your cards. So I actually do this later on after I have uploaded my video as unlisted, which you'll see. But if you want to upload your end screen and your cards here, you can. But I'm just going to click on next and I'll take care of that in a little bit. Let's click on next. Under visibility, I will keep it as unlisted. So I don't recommend you make it public right away because there are still a few items we need to optimize before it goes public. So keep it as unlisted and click save. Add chapters if applicable. So again, I don't always add in chapters. It just depends on how long my video is. But in order to add chapters, you basically have to watch your video through and add in the timestamps of specific segments that you want to highlight. So it's up to you how you want to break this up. But basically, I would start at a 00 timestamp inside the description. So basically at the very end of the description is where you would place in your chapters. So I could just type in intro. And then let's say I'm watching through my video and at around 2 minutes and 30 seconds is where I get into tip number 1 or something like that. So I could say tip number 1, or I could label it as something else like digital products that sell. So it really just depends on how you want to break up your timestamps. That's how you add in your chapters. In this case, I'm not going to add in my chapters, so I'm just going to check this off. Order a transcript from rev.com and upload it under subtitles. This is optional because YouTube will automatically add in subtitles for you. They're just not always accurate, but I really do like rev.com. And it's actually really affordable, especially if you're requesting an AI transcript, and it's pretty accurate. Like sometimes I will have to update a couple of words here and there, but it's pretty affordable. It's maybe like $3 to $5 per transcript. Obviously, it depends on how long your video is, but Rev is a great option for that. So if you do grab the transcript, you're just going to upload it in subtitles here and select upload file. I would go without timing, and then I would just add in the text file that I have received from rev.com. So let's pretend I've done that here. Check that off. Next, you're going to like your own video. Yes, you heard that correctly. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to click on your video. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think it's still processing. I'm just going to pause that and I'm going to hit like on my video. And the reason I do this is because I find it encourages more people to like the video if they're not the first person to engage with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that off. Add your comment to the video with a call to action, like it, and pin it. So I'll be the first person to comment on my video every single time. I actually do this before it even goes public. And I'll say something like, thank you so much for watching. And I'll ask them a question that I want them to answer in the comments to encourage engagement. Or I will encourage them to download a lead magnet that I've mentioned in the video. So for example, I could say something like, grab the free YouTube lead system here, and then I would link it here. So let's just pretend I have the link. I would comment and then like it, and then I would pin it to the top so everyone sees it at the very top, okay? Again, just pretend there's a link there. So let's check that off. Now let's go back and upload my end screen And if I want to upload cards, I can do that. So let's go back into here. Let's go into end screen. And I like to customize these based on when it starts. But for now, I'm just going to select this one and I'm going to choose the specific video. Let's pretend at the end of my video, I'm referring to this one here that they need to watch next. So let's select that and hit save. So that's my end screen. I typically will upload cards if I've mentioned inside the video that they need to watch this specific video next that I will link down below. In this video, I don't think I do that, but let's just say I mention it somewhere. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. So let's add in a video and let's pretend I mention this video back on my channel and I tell them somewhere around here, like I give a call to action that I will link this video for them in the comments below so we can save that card there. Okay, now we can check those off. Now we've basically taken care of all of the items before the video is public. So the video is still unlisted. Now, after the video goes public, you're going to want to add your video to a relevant playlist or multiple relevant playlists. So to do that, again, we're going to pretend that my video is now public. Right now you can see it's still unlisted, but I would select playlists and then let's say I would add it into digital products sell online and making money online. Those are relevant playlists. And then if you don't have any playlists, you would just go to new playlist and then you would create a new one, add in a title, etc. So done. So let's check that off. Next, post in your community tab to promote your video. So to do that, you would just go to create and create post. So what I typically do is I'll jump into Canva and create a square image to promote my new video. And I'll say what it's all about, and then I will link it here. So you'll see under posts, this is where it will show up in your community tab. Email your list with a link to your video. So if you have an email list that is filled with your target audience that would truly benefit from your video, then you can email your list and letting them know that your video is public. Now, I do have a warning here. If you have a very large email list with different audiences that may not be interested in the content you're sharing, then don't share it with them because that will actually kill the retention of your video. So you can check that off once you've done that. You can promote your video on social media through Instagram Reels, carousels, stories, etc. I don't always do this. Sometimes I'll share a story with a link to watch it. But again, this is optional if you want to do it. The only time I recommend doing it is, again, if you have a very targeted audience on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it may be that would truly benefit from your content on YouTube and they're more likely to watch your videos all the way through. Share your video with anyone you know that fits your target audience profile. So if you have existing clients or you're chatting with certain people in your DMs and you know that they would highly benefit from your video, they're exactly who you want to watch your content, then you can directly share the link to it. So you can check that off whether you're doing it or not. Again, this is optional. Respond to all comments on your video. This is so important. And I actually always recommend, if you can, to respond to comments with a question because then it encourages even more engagement. So let's check that off. The next two items are optional, but I find they're great for building small channels in the very beginning. So after you've uploaded your video, you can leave a thoughtful comment on 5 videos from other channels in your niche. You don't want to spam, of course, but you just want to leave a thoughtful comment appreciating the content from other creators because if those creators like your comment, they might pin it to the top and that will just give your profile a lot of exposure to their viewers. So you can remove this if you don't want to do that, but I'm just going to check that off. And then you can also respond to comments on videos from other channels in your niche. So if you're finding big creators in your niche getting a lot of comments and questions in their videos that they're not able to answer, you can go in and start answering people's questions because people will start to recognize you and it just basically puts your profile in their radar and they might go check out your videos as well. So that's basically the entire checklist. Again, you can customize it as much as you want. Make sure to grab it from the description box below. And if you haven't started your channel yet, but you really want to start it for your business this year, I will leave a video up for you. I walk you through the 5 simple steps to get your channel up and running. So I'll see you there.